Today we're doing TN notation, thanks to my laptop that decided to jump down. Now we know what we're doing. So the previous lesson we did coming up with rules, right? We spoke about the next term in a pattern, number pattern, the next 3 or 4 few terms, and coming up with a rule or general term. This time we're going to do the same thing, guys. We're just going to use TN notation, in which TN will indicate the general term. Remember, up until now, we'll just write 3 times position of term plus 1. But now, that's going to represent TN. So it's basically a formula to find any term in the sequence. Okay. And then N is going to be your position. So if I say T1, this is term 1. So you look at the term that's in position number 1. Okay, I think it makes sense. Okay, and then obviously we have our constant difference. Okay, I hope we are ready. I hope we remember what we did. I hope we're going to participate. Please, guys, don't be quiet. Even if you're not sure, say what's on your mind so we know where to help you. Okay, guys, I hope we're eager and ready. Okay, let's start off with an easy one. I have plenty of them, so we have enough. We have enough, guys. Let's start off with an easy one. Tell me in the chat, what's my constant difference? What's my constant difference? We've done this before. It's nothing to be nervous about. We say constant difference is D. Tammy says 3. We have 80 people in here, so I definitely need more answers than that. There we go. Uwewe, Aubrey, Inga. 3, because if anyone asks, your difference is term 2 minus term 1, which is the same as term 3 minus term 2. You always get the same number. Term 2 is 5 minus 2. It's also the same as 8 minus 5, and these all give you 3. We have established that our constant difference is 3. Thank you. Fabulous, guys. Now tell me, now that I have my 3, what on earth am I supposed to do with this 3? So we have our 3. We have our constant difference. What do I do with this 3? What are you screenshotting, my dear, up there? Oh, the TN stuff. Oh, here we go. Yes, Uviwe. Oh, we make it the multiplier. That's true, Emmanuel, to get to the next term. But if we want to find the general rule for this pattern, then we have to make it our multiplier. Do you guys remember? Is it coming back? I think it's coming back to us. Okay, hopefully you're done with your screenshots. So we make the 3 a multiplier. So we know we're going to have, yes, Emmanuel, we're going to have 3 times something equals something. Now here is where the N and the TN come in. Okay, so we're gonna say 3 times 1, which must go there. And this answer, whatever we do, must give us an answer of 2. Okay, so if I say 3 times 1, and I want an answer of 2, I still need to do something over here, right? Because 3 times 1 is definitely not 2. Tell me what I need to do between the 3 times 1 and the 2. Let me know. Yes, Tammy. Uviwe. Yes, guys. Which is what? That is beautiful, Emmanuel. Add the logical number. Yes. Yes, guys. So we have to subtract 1 in order to get to 2. So now, instead of writing it in those long sentences that I used in our previous lesson, you can just say 3 times N, which is what we multiplied the position, minus 1, which is what we just established you need to subtract, will be equal to, if this thing can work this year, that would be great, will be equal to TN. Do we understand this notation, guys? So TN, okay, usually we write it the other way around. TN will be equal to 3N minus 1. I hope we are happy. Let me know in the chat. We are with me. We are following. Yes. Oh, thank you. Because I was silent for a very long time and I was like, what's going on? Great. So guys, the point of this whole thing, I know a lot of you want to know, what's the point of doing all of this? Is if I ask you, what is T 120? You don't want to go down writing plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 until you get to 120, right? You want to be able to substitute 120 and it will tell you what the value is. Minenhle, put your hand up so we can talk. So we can talk about where I lost you. There we go. Hi, Minenhle. You ready? There we go.
The TN, the TN difference.
Okay. Okay, Minenhle, do you understand the part where we got that general formula?
You
Okay,
said
Minenhle something, so I'm not sure. Do you understand that part?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are just substituting the values that we had here with the correct notation. Do you agree that we said N is the position of the term?
Yes, ma'am.
So we technically, why would you do this, laptop? So we technically said 3 times, give me a second for this to disappear. There we go. So we said 3 times the position, which is N, and I'm going to scream if this keeps happening. Go away. There we go. So we said 3 times the position, but instead of writing, remember last week I wrote position of the term. Instead of writing
Yes,
that whole sentence, I'm just writing N. We're giving it a letter. You see that? So I said 3 times N minus 1 is equal to Tn. So what is in position number 1? It is 2, and that is the value of your term. Do you see that? So I hope Minenhle is understanding where we got these TNs and Ns from, and I hope everyone else is understanding it. So we're just taking what we did last week and putting it in the correct terminology so we can use it. Okay, so if I said to you, what's the value of term number 5? You can go and add 3 until you get to term number 5, or you can just say term number 3. That's what N is, isn't it? Term number 3 is equal to 3 times 3, because I'm talking with 3. If there's a 3 there, there must be a 3 there, guys. Do we see that? There's a 3 at the bottom of the T, because that is your position. There must be a 3 over there, because they're both N. So N can't be 5 and 7 at the same time. If N is 2, N is 2 everywhere. Okay, so it's going to be 3 times 3, and this is going to be minus 1. And that will give us how much? Wait, that's so 14. What did I ask you instead? Avogile, I'm not sure if I got you. It's definitely not 13, guys. What's 3 times 3?
6.
Think of what mass?
Oh, 9.
9, and then subtract 1.
8, ma'am.
8. Do you see how easy it is?
Yes, ma'am.
So in position 3, we had a 3. So you say 3 times 3 minus 1, and that's 8. Do you see how it works?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's what happened. So I asked for term 4, but then did term 3. Okay, guys, I get it. Sorry, guys.
Yes,
Lonwabo, you're welcome, Minenhle. Hi, Lonwabo.
Hello, ma'am.
Are you gonna do number 5 with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's hear it.
So we're going to say 3 times 5.
Wait.
Okay, T5
there we go, equals.
is equal to 3 times 5
Mm-hmm.
minus 1.
Okay.
And then 3 times 5 is equal to 50, and then 15 minus 1, 14.
There we go. 14. So we get it. Guys, let's do the ones for 7 and 10. Dumeleng, we have 7 and 10. Do you want to do 7 and 10 with me? 7 or 10. What and? Dumeleng. Hi, Dumeleng. Sort of, but talk and let's see how it goes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I can
10, 7. We don't have a 6. We're doing 7 and 10.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
I see 7 minus 1 is equal to
Remember to first say T7. So term number 7 equals 3 times 7 minus 1. And how much is that?
it's 10.
20, because 21 minus 1 will give you 20. Thank you very,
Yes.
very, very much. Let's see whose hands are up. I skipped Emmanuel and Mosisa. Manuel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very
Okay, ma'am. So we're gonna say T6 equals
well, on
3.
T10, I mean T7, excuse me.
Oh,
No, we
okay,
just
sorry.
did T7, sorry. We just did it.
Oh,
We're on T10.
oh, okay. So T10 equals
Mhm.
3 times 6.
3 times 10. Remember
3
what's at the bottom there? Must be here.
sorry.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
So yeah, 3 times 10 equals 30 minus 1 equals 29.
So it's going to be 30 minus 1, which is 29. Thank you very much. Okay, so guys, here where it says N. Now we are on N. So this is basically asking you, so how can I get any number in the series? And that would be our formula, which we have established is 3n minus 1. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat. Obviously, I'm going to do more just now. If you didn't get a chance to do it, please don't be disheartened. There are many more. Okay, I see the thumbs up. I see the thumbs up in the reactions as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So let's move on so that the people who really want to try can also have a chance. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one together. Let's hear what you have to say about this one. Give me 1 second.
Hi,
Okay,
Quizzy.
I'm back. Sorry. Hi, Quizzy. Yo, Quizzy just got here. Quizzy's like, hey. Oh, Quizzy probably can't hear. Oh, okay. May as well sort that out. Okay, guys, let's do this one together. So in this case, tell me what my constant difference is. Tell me what my constant difference is for our new number pattern that is on the screen right now. Thank you, guys. So our constant difference is -8, which is what we are going to use for our multiplier. Okay, you guys are superstars. Sharifa just raised a hand, so I'm assuming Sharifa wants to do this with me. Sharifa vanished. Nosisa's still there though. Hi, Nosisa.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
Miss, may I please try number 5 with you?
Okay, let me first find the formula and then
Okay.
don't put your hand down, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll do number 5 together. Okay. Alyssa, are you gonna help me with the formula?
Ma'am, the formula is Tn equals -8 multiplied by -8.
Okay, I have a -8. What do I multiply it by?
-8?
No. Okay, let's follow our steps, okay? So we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
-8. Let's test it with the one that's in the first position. It's always easier. So we have, say, -8 times the first position. And then that has to equal what? What answer do we want on the other side?
We
Here.
want the position of the term.
No, we have the position. We are on position 1 right now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What value do we want? We have n, we want tn. So if we're in position 1, what value do we want?
Want a value that we must multiply consistently.
Okay, look on the table, Balasa.
Yes, ma'am.
In position 1, what is the value?
It is 15.
Here we go. So whatever we do here, we want a value of 50. You see? So -8 times 1 will give me -8. But now we have to add something to get to 15. How much is that?
8.
No, -8 to 15.
We have to add.
We have to add. What are we adding?
We are adding by negative.
If you add a negative,
No.
you're going to become more negative,
More
isn't it?
negative. So ma'am, we're adding by 9.
No, we want 15. Check in the chat.
Ma'am, we're adding by 23.
Yes, because if you are on -8 and on our line, to get to 0, you first have to add 8. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
But then you want to get to 15, so you're going to have to add another 15. And that's where the 23 comes from. See?
Okay. Yes,
so
ma'am.
our rule is Tn equals -8
in
n plus
plus 23.
23. Superstar. I love it. I love it. I saw Sharifa has a formula there. Ma'am, how do we get -8 for D? You go from 15 to 7, you have to subtract 8. That's how we check. And from 7 to -1, we subtract 8. So our constant difference has to be -8. So from there to there, you have to -8, there to there, -8. Okay. So now that we have our formula, who wanted to do number 5 with me? I think it's Nosisa. Nosisa,
Yes, miss.
let's go for it, my darling.
Okay, so miss, I tried it. I said 5
T5 first
5.
equals
Sorry,
what's the
Negative.
formula that you have?
it's -8 plus 23.
-8n. So we have to say -8. If we're looking for the one in the 5th position, then we times by
8.
no, we're looking for the one in the 5th position. 5th position, number 5. So what do we have to times by? There's a 5 already there. What do you have to times by?
We have to times it by 5.
Yes. And then you add 23. So what is our T5? Negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. If you add 23, then T5 will be. Hold on, Khagelo. I'm just finishing this off. I'll answer your question. Thank you, Theo. Negative 17. Okay, we need to revise our integers, guys. We need to revise our integers. For the people asking how we got 23, remember, we're using the difference as our multiplier. So we put it there. So you're going to say, I said we are going to test this using position 1. Okay, so we're using position 1, and that's why we multiplied that one. But the answer we want is 15. Okay, where do we get that? From the table. We want a 50. So in position 1 is the number 50. Okay, but negative 8 times 1 will definitely not give you 15. So you need to check, how do I get from negative 8 to 15? You have to add 23. That's how we got plus 23. And then I showed you on the number line. If you are at negative 8, you want to get to 15. First, you have to add 8 to get to 0. Okay, add 8. But we want to be at 15. So you have to add another 15 from 0 to 15. That will give you 23. So the person who was asking, do you understand how we got 23 now? Oh, I like it. I'm getting answers in the chat. I'm getting answers in the chat. Theo's hand is up. I don't know if Theo wants to do this one with me or if Theo has a question. Yes, Theo?
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
So, ma'am, can I answer term 7?
Okay, let's do it together.
So, ma'am, I said term 7 equals 7 times minus 8 plus 23, and it equals minus 33, ma'am.
That's 23 minus 33.
Minus 33.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Theo. That would be correct. My handwriting is
ma'am.
terrible because I was trying to keep up with your brilliant working out. So you said negative 8 times 7 plus 23. Negative 8 times 7 is negative 56 plus 23, and indeed. Thank you very much, Theo. Okay. Nama Tamsanga, are you answering or do you have a question?
I wanted to answer, ma'am.
You want to do number 7 with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it.
Number
Position 7. Oh, number 10, excuse me, number 10.
So for number 10, it's negative 8 times 10 plus 20. It's T10 is
Negative
equals to
8.
negative 8 times 10 plus 23. And the answer was 80 plus 23. And the final answer was negative 57.
Thank you very much, girl. Thank you very much. I need to fill these in so that I know your answer. Then let me fill this in. So negative 33. So our TN, guys, is negative 18 plus 23. There is a shorter method to do this, and I'm going to do it on Wednesday. Everyone who knows how to do it, be patient, okay? It's important that you know this method as well. Be patient. Okay. I think we're doing pretty well. And I think we can skip that one and go to this one. Okay. Now we're talking, eh? Now we're talking. Guys, if you don't have a question, please put your hand down for now. I know Kamani's hand is up because he can't hear. But if you have a question, keep your hand up so that I can answer your question first. Sharifa, remember respect and patience. I just asked you to be patient, okay? So Quentin, I'm assuming you have a question. Yes, Quentin? Quentin, it's okay. It is the method that you wrote down, but I first want us to get this down, okay? Because that one is going to complicate some people's lives. Quentin does not want to ask. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's do this one together, guys. I know it's a little bit daunting. But let's do what we always do, okay? First thing that we did always was find the constant difference, which is either term 2 minus term 1 or term 3 minus term 2. I promise you guys they'll give you the same answer. They'll give you the same answer. So tell me, what is our constant difference? I'm going to go with term 2, which is a half, minus term 1, which is a fifth. If we have our LCDs, we're going to times both of these. This is by 5. Oh, this is too thick. Too thick. We can't see what I'm doing. Never mind. Minus. Okay. Let's do the LCD thing, guys. In order to compare these, they need to be at the same denominator. So this is going to be times 5, times 5, times 2, times 2. So we are subtracting 5 over 10 minus 2 over 10. So our constant difference is 3/10 superstars or 0.3. Yes, Sharifa, I also like working with decimals. Okay, so now we have our constant difference. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. And then we just follow our next step. What do we do with this constant difference? Oh, Palace already has an answer for us. We are on fire. Anyway, sorry, I'm calm. What do we do with this constant difference? We do what we've always done. Quentin's hand is still up. If you want to help me, you can put your hand up. Becomes a multiplier. Thanks for the fellow. So it's going to be 3 over 10. And because we like testing our answers with position 1, we're going to say times 1, right? And the answer that we want is 1 over 5, or otherwise 2 over 10. Okay, so I suggest you put all of these in the same LCD so that you can compare them. Right, guys, Palisa is on fire. Palisa was just like, bah. But you see, guys, I put these here because I know you can do them. So what do we have to add or subtract from 3/10 to get to 2/10? Tell me, guys. This moment, we're chilling at 3 over 10, right? We want to get to 2 over 10. What are we adding or subtracting? Okay, yes, that's true. We're going to do something with 1 over 10, but tell me, what am I doing with it? Thank you, Bokang. Yes, so I have to subtract it. Beautiful, guys. Says Palisa so nicely already told us. We're going to say 2n equals 3 over 10n minus 1 over 10. It looked complicated, guys, but it wasn't. Did you see that you can do these things? Or yes, write it in Sharifa's way. Or if you're writing it in decimal form, we can say Tn is equal to 0.3n minus 0.1. You guys are brilliant. Shaluva, okay, gone. Siam Tanda, hello.
Ma'am, I'd like to answer 8.
Oh, we're
answer number 8.
answering. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So it's 3 over 10.
Okay,
Times
T8
8
equals 3 over 10
equals 3
times.
over 10 times 8 minus 1 over 10.
Beautiful.
Which will give me 23 over 10.
23 over 10. Okay, I'm not sure, but let's do it step by step. Okay, this is 8 over 1, right? If we are multiplying fractions, we can cross cancel. So we don't even need a calculator for this, guys. Or I mean, we have a denominator. Let's do it both ways. Let's first cross cancel. This will give me 4 over 5. And then this is 4, 8, 12 over 5 minus 1 over 10, which is the same as 24 over 5 over 10, excuse me, minus 1 over 10. And that is indeed 23 over 10. Thank you. Sia, was that your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Over to Emmanuel. I'm guessing Emmanuel. Oh, Emmanuel vanished. I thought Emmanuel wanted to do one with me, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's do the one for 10 and 50, guys, so we can move on to our brain break. Kwezi. In the meantime, put your hands up for the brain break. Hi, Kwezi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good. Ma'am, I would like to do term 10.
Term 10. Let's do it.
So basically it's gonna be 3 over 10n minus 1 over 10, which is our formula.
T10. You guys are gonna lose marks. You must say T10 equals. There we go.
Oh.
Now you can start.
T10 equals to 3 over 10 times 10 minus 1 over 10.
Okay. Then what?
And then which 3 over 10 times 10 is 3.
These cancel, so it's 3 minus.
Minus 1 over 10.
And how much is that?
It's 29 over 10.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do the last one quickly so we can go to a break. T50 is 3 over 10 times 10 minus 1 over 10. Okay, these, no, times 50. So this is going to be once, and that's 5 times. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15. Okay, this thing will operate at some point. 15, which is the same as what over 10? 150 over 10 minus 1 over 10. So that would be 149. So 15 minus 1 over 10, which is the same as 150 over 10 minus 1 over 10. So this will be 149 over 10. Whew. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Quick, in a hurry, before we go to our brain break. Ma'am, don't we simplify the answer? If you want to turn it into a mixed fraction, that's fine. Generally, I do not mind in my own test, okay? But obviously, if there is specific instruction at the beginning, you must read the instructions of your paper, okay, guys? Okay, guys, how are we feeling? Avril, you need to raise your hand and tell me where it went wrong. Palisa has a question. Let me go to Palisa. Hi, Palisa.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask if it's wrong when you wrote it in a decimal form.
No, ma'am, it isn't.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Shiluva, we do not do that. We do not do that. Okay? If you guys post stuff in the chat, we will kick you out. You are minors. You're not allowed to share information, personal information in the chat. Hope this is the last time I'm going to have this chat. We're just going to kick you out. Okay. We had this in the rule. I said no personal information. We keep the chat lesson related. Wakang is confused with cross multiplying. It's the cross cancelling, not cross multiplying, my dear. Let me find a little space to remind you how to cross cancel. So remember, Wakang, if you have half times 4 over 3. Okay, you can check between 1 and 3. as well as 2 and 4. Are there any common factors? So 2 and 4 have a common factor. So 2 goes into itself once and into 4 twice. And then you just multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. And at the bottom, 1 times 3 is 3. So your answer will be 2. Okay, I hope I answered Bogang's question. Yes, you may go drink water or do whatever, guys. Okay, I see Minenhle is the first one. Minenhle, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Today we're doing riddles. I hope you are ready. Let's see what riddle we have for you today. Excuse me, what time is it when an elephant sits on the fence?
No.
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
I have no idea.
Not in this chapter, Keisha. In algebraic expressions, yes. Help
No.
in the chat, guys. What happens when an elephant sits in the fence? Crush
10
time.
o'clock.
No, it's time to replace the fence
Oh,
because
who could
it's
have
broken
got that?
now. It's time to fix the fence, guys. It's a riddle.
I think the thing about riddles, man, we overthink the riddles, man. When the answer is in front of us.
I think so. Okay, guys, this is the last time I am reprimanding us about respect in the chat, okay? It's not for you, that's fine. We do not have to send 50 million question marks and and what, and please have manners. I expect that you have manners at home, so please practice that here, okay? We're just trying to have fun. It's a brain break. It's not supposed to be difficult, guys. It's supposed to relax your brains. Is Minnie still here? Minenhle left. Minentle's like, oh, Minentle's still here. Okay, now that
Yes,
we
ma'am.
understand how it goes, do you want to try the next one as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast?
It's cake and chocolate and sweets.
No, I eat chocolate for breakfast, Minentle. That should tell you where my mental state is at this point. But I have to eat chocolate for breakfast. There we go, guys. Lunch and dinner. Because if you eat lunch, it's definitely not breakfast, right? And if you eat dinner, it's not breakfast either. But Minesha just exposed me for my weird habits. It's okay. Okay, who's next? Guys, if you're going to Google this, there is no point. Ne? I hope we are not cheating on your side. Kamani, are you ready? Is Kamani ready? No. I eat everything for breakfast. Lotiso, samesies. Samesies. I gave up trying to be healthy a long time ago, guys. Lettuce makes me sick. I have concluded this. Don't ask me how, but I've concluded it. Kaman is not unmuting. Theo?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Okay, 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter. What am I?
Wow.
Minentle still like, yo. Hi, Rabbit is definitely Googling this. Rabbit, you're always the first one to get it. I'm suspicious. I have suspicions.
Cover, ma'am.
I'm talking to Rabbit in the chat. Check what they say. Do you agree?
Ma'am. I'm confused, ma'am. Yeah.
See, there's 2 in corner. There's 1 in room. There are no R's in house, but there's 1 in shelter. Do you see? Ha! It's an R, guys. It's an R. Theo's just like, I give up. I'm done. Theo's even quiet.
4?
We who thought the answer was 90 degrees, Keisha. Keisha, you are my type of person. You are my type of person. I know. 90 degrees, guys.
Yeah.
90 degrees in house. Guys, sometimes I know, guys. Okay, let's see who's next. Abugile. You guys are laughing at me and it's not funny. Guys, Abugile.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? There's yours. What can jump higher than a building?
Yeah.
What do you think can jump higher than a building? A bird flies. A kangaroo definitely doesn't jump higher than a building, guys. Clouds. Nothing.
Skyscraper.
No. Think carefully, guys. What jumps higher than someone said the builder? You are a genius, whoever you are. It's not the right answer, but I how much is King Kong? I'm done with you guys. I'm actually done. King Kong can jump higher than the freaking building. Thank you, Keisha. Everything. All your answers are correct because buildings do not jump. Who said Bob the Builder? Oh, guys.
Bob the Builder. You guys.
Everything, guys. Buildings don't jump.
It's
Everything. It's everything. If you can jump higher than a building because buildings don't jump. Shoo. I think I have one more. And there's only one name left. There's only one name left. Quentin? That was tricky, Quentin. Admit so we can try another one. Quentin, there we go. Hello. I can't hear.
Hi.
There we go. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, ma'am.
If you drop a yellow hat in the Red Sea, what does it become?
Sun.
A yellow hat in the Red Sea. Orange, red, what? An orange sea. It becomes wet, guys. That's all. Phew, it feels like some of you guys have seen these riddles before. I'm gonna have to look for difficult brain breaks. Quentin.
Ma'am.
Yo, it becomes wet, Quentin. English says not. Someone is passing Afrikaans at school. We see you. Hey. Let's see. I have one last one. Are we ready? What can you serve but not eat?
A tray.
No. That was a good answer.
It's a pill.
No.
Revenge.
Love revenge, you guys. Bible. Sure. It's a tennis ball, guys. But like, I feel like some of your answers are like valid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't you serve a service, but you can't eat it, right? Someone said revenge. Yo, guys, what have you guys been through, man? Talk to me. What's wrong? Hectic. But yeah, guys, I feel like, oh, serve just. You guys are geniuses. I'm done with you guys. I am done. Now let's ask, I'm climbing stairs, which you will never see me do in real life, which is an indication that we have to start applying our rules. Are we ready? I hope we're ready. Teen Titans, really? I need to start, okay. I was about to like say I need to start watching it, but I do watch it. T-E-E-T-I-T-A-N-S. Okay, let me stop embarrassing myself. Okay, guys, we are back here. We are back here. Okay, this time we are gonna have to find the position of the term as well. So let's get going. First, we still, yes, I do, Quentin. Yes, I do. Okay. So first, we still need to find the general term, and then we're going to use it to find the position in time. And yes, Sharifa, are you going to take my job one day? I feel like you're going to, like, soon. One of these days, you're going to take the job. Okay, so let's find the general formula. Our constant difference is what? A stern side eye. I like that. Plus 3, beautiful. Plus 3. So we have our multiplier is 3. Again, we're working with position 1. So we're going to say 3 times 1 equals, and we want an answer of -1. Guys, I'm color coding this so you can see where I'm going with this, okay? 3 times 1 is 3. What am I adding or subtracting to get to -1? Let me know. What am I adding or subtracting to get to -1? -4. So therefore, we can state that our rule is Tn is equal to 3n minus 4. Guys, I recommend in a test that you always check with different terms, okay? So you go to maybe term 3 and check if you're going to get an answer of 5. In this case, I need to rush because our lesson time is almost up, but I really, really highly recommend that you guys go and check. Okay. Okay, Mpo's hand is up. Mpo, do you have a question or are you going to help me? Question?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask, ma'am, could you just like repeat what you said there, ma'am, from like the working out, ma'am? I didn't quite get that one, ma'am.
Okay, Mpo. Before I do, I'm going to say, please go watch last week's lessons. Please, 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 I'm begging you. I'm going to repeat them, but please go watch those lessons. It will be worth it, trust me. Okay. So what I said is we find the constant difference. So we find from term to term, what are we doing? That would be a constant difference. So we said we add 3. You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Adding 3. So we're going to use that 3 and use it as our, what we call a multiplier. So we're going to multiply it with something, okay?
Okay.
So I'm saying we're going to use the term that's in position number 1, which is that one. Do you see it?
Yes.
We're going to use the position there, and you take that 1 and you multiply with your multiplier. So you say 3 times 1, okay? But the answer we want, what do we want? What term is in position number 1? What's the value? It is -1. Do you see that, Mpo? Is Mpo still here? Okay. So we want -1.
So, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was
So
saying
we're gonna say
-1, ma'am.
yes. So I'm gonna say 3 times 1, and I want an answer of -1. Now we have to either add or subtract something to get to -1. 3 times 1 is definitely not -1, eh? So I asked in the chat, what are we gonna have to subtract or add to get from 3 to -1? And everyone told me we have to subtract 4. You see?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I just put it in the correct terminology. So I'm gonna say Tn, which is blue. Do you see the blue?
Yes, ma'am.
Equals to 3 times n, which is yellow, minus 4. So if you take Tn, let's take the one in position 2. Okay, let's take the one in position 3 because 2 is very messy because they're both 2. So in position 3, Tn is 5, right? So 5 has to equal 3, the 3 that's in the row, times 3 that's in the position minus 4. Is 3 times 3 minus 4 equals to 5? Yes? No? Sharifa wants to do the inverse. Yes, ma'am, you will do it. So, Mpo, 3
Yes,
times 3
ma'am.
is 9 minus 4 is indeed 5. So then our formula is correct. Do you see?
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
That's
yes, ma'am. Now I understand, ma'am.
beautiful.
All right.
Okay. So I see we've already done the 5, and Sharifa's hand must be up somewhere so that she can do the inverse operation with me. Sharifa? You can unmute, so just unmuted you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
So due to the fact that our thing is Tn equals to 3n minus 41 minus 4, we're gonna do the inverse. So 41 plus 4, which gives us 45. And then due to the fact that we had to multiply 3 and n, 45 divided by 3, which gives us 15.
Beautiful, Sharifa. I just want us to write it down nicely, okay?
No
So there,
problem, ma'am.
n, what are we going to put? What's Tn in this case that we're doing? Remember, Tn is this one, is this one. So in Tn, we're going to put 41. So 41 equals 3 times n. We don't know what n is. That's what we're trying to find out. Minus 4. Now what Sharifa so nicely explained to us is we're going to do the inverse. Okay? So this 4 is going to go over. It's going to be 41 plus 4 equals 3n, which makes it 45 equals 3n. Then she explained that since we had to multiply 3 and we want to do the inverse, we have to divide by 3. Therefore, the position of this will be 15. What an explanation. Beautiful. Beautiful. Valessa wants to do the next one, and then I think that's all we have time for today. Valessa, let's quickly do.
So ma'am, I said 3n is equals to 2t 446 plus 4. Then I said 3n divided by 3. What we do on the left, we do on the right. So I said when you add 446 plus 4 gives us 450. We divide by 3. Then 3 cancels 3. We are left with n. Therefore, n is equals to 150.
Thank you very much, Superstar. That would be correct. So, n is 1. So the position of 446 is 150. And let's not forget to fill in our general term, which is 3n minus 4. You guys are too good at this. You're giving me heartburn. Okay, I think Nelisa can run the poll. And then I'm going to stick around and answer some questions. If not, if you don't have questions, guys, good night. Thank you so much for coming through to the lesson. You guys are absolute superstars. Like, I can't get over you guys. I love being here. I love it.